Hello, everyone. Welcome to my review of The Martian. If you don't know what this movie is, there's ads for it all the time. It's the new movie that came out with Matt Damon, and he's an astronaut on Mars, and like his crew leaves him behind because they think he died, and then he's like stranded on Mars all by himself, and he has to like survive. It's based on a book. I don't know who wrote it. I mean, I've heard the name somewhere, but like I don't remember. But we're not reviewing the book The Martian. We're reviewing the movie The Martian, which was actually a really good movie. It was one of the like normally that's not my type of movie. Like I like comedies and like generally lighthearted stuff, but I actually really enjoyed The Martian. I think it was in a gripping, like it was an interesting tale of like how he worked through the problems and stuff. But I think I'm just gonna start out talking about the biggest strength because everything else kind of connects to that. There's certain parts of the movies that are focused on Matt Damon and other parts that are focused on like characters on Earth trying to like get him back, or like his crew that left him behind trying to save him, and like all the kind of stuff. The movie has its tense moments, and it starts out pretty serious. So I was kind of like there's a scene where minor spoilers here. The the reason they think Matt Damon is dead is he got hit by this like satellite thing that they had while they were in a storm, and so they had to leave without him, or else they would have been stranded, or else they like would have all died. So they assumed he was dead. So then he wakes up and he's got this like metal rod like with a string attached to it, and it's going like through him, like completely through his chest, and he has to like struggle back to the base and get it out. And that is the most tense scene in the movie right there. Like nothing that happens after that ever ends up being quite as tense. But that's not to say the rest of the movie is bad. I was worried it was gonna be like tense, but after that, it was actually really, really funny, which is weird. I mean, it wasn't a comedy. Well, that's the thing. They didn't try to shoehorn jokes into it to make it more lighthearted or something, or like witty dialogue or whatever, like Avengers style quips. They didn't try to like shoe in Avengers style quips or whatever. It all the comedy felt like really genuine. Like basically what it was Matt Damon's character would make video logs, like this is our space travel video log, except for it wasn't serious. Like he would joke about it, joke about the fact that he's stuck on Mars and probably going to die. And it was just the whole movie was like that. Like er, it made his character more connectable. Like you could connect to his character easier because it wasn't just a super serious like try hard astronaut hero guy. It was more like if you or me got stuck on Mars and also had an extreme amount of scientific and botanical knowledge, because that's part of the way he survives is he's a botanist, so he grows plants and stuff like on Mars. Like he starts growing plants to help him survive. So it's like if it made it feel like the made me connect to the character more, which also made me more invested in what happened to him on Mars, which made me enjoy the movie more because I was invested in what was going on as opposed to just kind of sitting there like, which is what usually ends up happening to me in that kind of movie. So that was, and there's also, and it feels like genuine too. Like all the characters feel like real people, and when he manages to contact the mission control and he like makes jokes and they all laugh, and it's like genuine laughter. Like I'm not sure how much of the dialogue was actually scripted, but apparently I've talked to some people who've read the book. Apparently the book is hilarious. So I just like it because it lightens the mood, but not in a cheap way. In a more like, okay, like it was. It wasn't like a lighthearted. It was more of an optimistic, like hopeful, like throughout the thing. There was never a scene in the movie where the main character like breaks down in tears, like, oh, I'm never gonna get back to Earth. I'm gonna be stuck on Mars forever. like, I mean, the closest scene to that is, I'm not going to spoil it, but something really bad happens to his, like, way of to a major resource he's using for survival, and it looks like he's pretty much screwed. And even then, he doesn't completely break down. I mean, he kind of like he goes quiet and he's not smiling anymore, and he's like serious and clearly upset about it, but he's not breaking down crying, or he never has a panic attack or breaks down crying or anything. He remains hopeful and optimistic throughout the entire movie, which is an interesting take that I don't really think I've ever seen a movie like that do before. And that's why I really liked the movie, because the main character was relatable, all the other characters were relatable, and the way the conversations all felt like real conversations, which just helped. Like, you see so many of these like dramatic movies like this where it's like really cheesy and melodramatic, or even like not that cheesy and melodramatic, but still too cheesy and melodramatic for me, because I'm such a, or at least I try to be a hopeful, optimistic, happy-go-lucky person all the time. So and it was fun. I went with a bunch of friends, and then we went out to eat, and I felt good. I felt good about myself, and I felt good about my life, and I felt good about the movie, and it was just a good movie. I'd recommend you go see it, because there's not really anything else, any other big movies out right now. So if you're looking for a movie to go see right now, and you've already seen all the other recent good movies and you've already seen all the summer movies or whatever, I'd say go see The Martian. It's a good one. You won't regret it. Arrivederci!